All right. Let me make sure everything's working. Up and running. Let me get my chat up and everything too. Sorry, y'all. But we're back. We did it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. But yeah, we're back. It's been a while. 2 whole weeks. Hope everybody's had a wonderful time without me. But hopefully we can also have a great time now. Make sure everything's up and running. Sorry, y'all. It's been a minute. I'm rusty. Get all my stuff doing what we need it to. Okay. Looks like we're doing okay. All right. So, today, today we're gonna do something I haven't done before. So I have not done any looking into the new Secrets of Strixhaven set. Genuinely, I thought I was going to come back and it was already going to be on Arena. So I was kind of ready to play some draft on it. But since I have no idea what's going on, and you know, all that, I basically was thinking that maybe I should take a look at the new set and see how things are going. I'm back. Hey guys. Hope you guys had a good 2 weeks without me. But I'm glad to be back. Oh my god. I'm still a little jet lagged, I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Sky? What's up, Kage? And Rip? The Toasty Cup? What's the Toasty Cup? Yeah, I'm excited to check out the new set. I haven't seen any of it yet. So what I was thinking for the start of this, I don't know if I want to do exactly Smash or Pass. My brain has been so slow, but I want to look through all the new cards and all the old cards and see what Oh right, Toasty. Yeah. We talked about Toasty. I still haven't had a chance to tune into their stream, but Toasty Cup sounds exciting. But yeah, so today we're gonna do something a little different. Oh, I need to. Oh, I just realized my vertical screen does not have what I needed to. Heck yeah, Kage. Thank you. Okay, 1 second. Let me really quick make a new vertical scene on OBS so we can get all that set up. Yeah, I've heard great things about Toasty. It seems like a bunch of my viewers have been Toasty fans too, so I'll have to see if I can actually get into one of his streams. Okay, so you heckle him for fun, nice. Heck yeah. Okay, so we need to do this. Let's remove this. And then give me 1 second, y'all. We'll get all this nice and pretty. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that's big enough for y'all to see. I'll try to zoom in on all the cards as I go. He's doing a tree standard tournament this Saturday. Oh, that's cool. Heck yeah. I'll have to look into that, see if I can get involved. Hi, Jake. How you been? Yeah, so we're gonna actually... This is my... Genuinely, I've somehow managed to avoid all spoilers. This is gonna be my first time checking out the new set. And I think what I'm gonna do is we're going to... So first of all, sorry, I need to resize it real quick. Oh god, if I minimize it, it goes away. Okay, sorry guys, one sec. I'm struggling here. Okay. Let me fix that one more time. Gotta put my OBS on my other monitor for once. Make sure I can get it looking good. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at each card. I don't know any of the new mechanics either. So I'm gonna have to look up some new mechanics probably, because they look a little complex in some spots, which I'm excited about. And I'll say, I guess we'll do like a how excited I am about the card. Ask you guys for your thoughts on the ones that look interesting. And we'll go through them all. And we'll kind of go quick though. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know, and like anything you've seen with it. But and then once we're done looking through all the new set, I might play a little draft or something to wrap up things. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do 1v1s yet. I probably will Thursday because I don't have a lot of like decks ready to play because I've been out of town. But I think so I might do 1v1s on Thursday. We'll see. Okay, so let me see if I can zoom in a bit here. Oh yeah, we'll accept all, sure. So we can get, oh, maybe not that far. That's a little too far. Maybe what I do... Ooh, yes, I want to see your Hope Artifacts deck. Sorry, I'm trying to get this set up in a way where we can see it on both things, but I might just have to adjust it as we're going. Okay, so let's start going through the set. So this is Secrets of Strixhaven, kind of returning back to Strixhaven University. I don't know much about lore or anything, so I'm just going to look at the cards and see what they are. So Johnny's here. We've got a Johnny's Response. 5 mana, destroy target creature. It's only 2 mana, destroy a tapped creature. That'll be a great limited removal spell. Probably not great otherwise, but not too bad. I think that's the same as another card that has like a different name, right? I don't remember what it is, but there's a card that has like this exact same text. I'm pretty sure it was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actually. But yeah, okay, next, Antiquities on the Loose. We got a rare sorcery, 3 mana, create 2 red and white spirit tokens. If it was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put a 1/1 counter on each spirit you control. Ooh, wait, do we have Spirit Tribal? That would be fun. It's got flashback for 6, so that's pretty good. I mean, 3. Yeah, I'd love to see your deck, Sky. If you want to send it, I'll take a look after we get through all this. So I like Antiquities. That's really fun. 2 2/2s already for 3 mana is like pretty decent value, and then you can flash it back, and it's really good with Spirit Tribal. I'm sure there's other ways to cast it from other places. Other than the flashback too, so that could be good. We got Ascendant Dustspeaker. Oh, I need to move the Talk thing over. There we go. Ascendant Dustspeaker. I really like this art. That's really cool. I don't know who this guy is though. He's an Orc Cleric creature, 3/4 for 5 mana. Whenever this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control. At the beginning of combat in your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Okay, that's probably just a limited card, I would guess. Not amazing otherwise, but Not too mad about it. Next is Daydream. Exile target creature you control for 1. Okay, it's a flicker effect. With the counter for 1 mana, that's not bad. And you can flash it back for 3. I think this would see some play in some flicker decks. We've already got some good enter the battlefield triggers. So I don't see why that wouldn't be a thing. Alright, let's go back over for the TikTok people. Let's scroll down. Okay, we got Dig Site Inventory. Okay, sorcery, put a 1/1 counter on creature you control, gains vigilance until end of turn. You can flash it back for another 1 mana. Again, I think this is mostly going to be used in limited, and it's not amazing, but pretty decent. I don't think that's like a bomb or anything, but yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. Then we got Eager Glyph Mage. Ooh, Sky. They got some cats. This cat is a 4-mana cleric. When it enters, create a 1/1 Inkling creature with flying. Okay, nice. 2 bodies for... Again, a lot of these are for limited. I'd say the common ones are mostly for limited most of the time. Okay, Elite Interceptor. We got our first new mechanic. That's exciting. Oh, I need to move it. Sorry. I'm going to forget that over and over again, so I apologize. Alright. So, Human Wizard for 1 mana. This creature enters prepared. So while this creature is prepared, you may cast a copy of its spell. Doing so unprepares it. Okay, interesting. So, prepared is like an effect that makes it to where they can cast their sorcery effect. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So their sorcery effect on this one is Rejoinder. You may tap or untap target creature and draw a card. Okay. And I guess you can flicker it to re-prepare it. So that's kind of interesting. Might be good with that flicker card I saw. Yeah, it's kind of a delayed kicker. It's interesting. And I'm assuming, so it's a copy of the spell, so that it goes on the stack, so you could counter it, I guess. Or you might want to counter the creature part of it to just avoid any problems with that. I wonder if all of them enter prepared, or if that's just just for this guy. I guess we'll find out. But I like the art on this one too. I like the staff she's got. It looks like it's got some magic coming. I don't know. I don't know what I'm seeing here, but I like it. Okay, we got our first mythic, Emeritus of Truth. Yeah, I would think so too. Like maybe there's some spells that's like prepare target creature or something. But yeah, so 3 mana cat cleric, more cat themes. Dude, Sky's gonna have a field day with this. When it enters, target player creates a 1/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. And if the opponent controls more creatures than you, this creature becomes prepared. Oh, okay. So, you want to make sure your opponent controls more creatures to get this guy to be prepared. And then, oh, it has swords that plowshares on it? Wait, that's kind of sick, actually. That's like a staple in Commander. And it's exactly the same. It's just the creature can cast it. Interesting. Yeah, that's a lot of plowshares. And it's on a 3/3 body. Like, I don't know if there's a lot of downside to that. Like, especially if you're running a cat tribal deck or something. Although, I don't know. I guess this one you'd probably want to run in non-creature decks, right? This would be better in, like, maybe a control? But that, I don't know, like would a flicker control deck be good enough to keep up? That's tough to say. I like that card. That's my favorite so far. Also, just look at this art. Like the swords with the ink magic kind of around the blades that are rotating around him. This is so cool. Well done, Alexi Brycelot. Good art. That's true. Yeah, this one may not be the cat tribal guy, but I'm liking seeing some more cats. I guess that's what happens when a Johnny shows up, right? Okay, let's keep going. Next, we got Ennis Debate Moderator. A human cleric for 2 mana, legendary. Also, move your llama. Is my llama in the way? Oh, it is in the way. Okay, let me, honestly, here, let me just, I'll disable those real quick on the Twitch side so y'all can see a little bit better. Got that. I'm gonna leave the chat up though, so y'all can see that, but... Oh, sorry. This went over to the wrong screen. Did I do that wrong? Oh, okay, sorry, Sky. Let me, Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. Gotta go over here. There you go. Okay, let me go back over to that. Alright, sorry guys. There we go. Had to fix some things. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. I'm gonna move the chat actually really quick too. We'll put it like up top so it's not blocking too much. Hopefully that's a little easier to see for you. Yeah, Ennis, let's see. I haven't even read it yet. Sorry, I was fixing everything. Okay. When it enters, exile up to 1 target creature you control, return it to the battlefield under its owner's next under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. So flicker effect, we love it. At the beginning or end step, if one or more cards were put to exile this turn, put a 1/1 counter. Okay. They're doing a lot of flicker cards in this set. I like that. I wonder if they'll bring back any of the like flicker staples that we've seen in like modern and stuff. I guess we'll find out. And I think also this site has the commander cards too, so we might see some of those. Road looks really good for white decks that have trouble getting land. Yeah, hopefully. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Let's see. Destroy target creature, planeswalker. Its controller may search its library for basic land card put on the battlefield tab. Oh, wait. So this is a Swords to Plowshares. Sorry, one second. I'm gonna scroll up real quick. Or not Swords to Plowshares. What's the one that goes and finds a land? It's Path to Exile, right? Just instead of exile, it's destroy, and it hits a planeswalker. Actually, that is insane removal. That's crazy. And yeah, if you wanted to, you could use it on your own creatures to get some more lands or like rampant. Yeah, land tax. This would be amazing with land tax, and like that's just, oh, I love land tax. That's such a fun card. But Erode, that's just insane removal, actually. I think we're gonna see a lot more like white control decks because of that card. Like blue white, white black maybe. That's nuts. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm gonna go a little quicker over the commons too, so we can get through all these. And the uncommons depends on the uncommon. But we got Graduation Day. Aw, the bird guy is so cute. Love. So it's got Repartee. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Okay. That's kind of like pretty good with some of those prowess decks. You could do like a white prowess, or there's a commander that's really good with that. That when you target your own creatures with stuff, it like gives you the spell back or something like that. So that's pretty. Yeah, Feather. Thank you. Appreciate it. It would be good with Angelic Cub. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, let's do Group Project. I love the names of these too. These are really good for like school theme. So it's 2 mana sorcery. Create a 2/2 red and white spirit creature token. Flash back to tap 3 untap creatures to do it again. Okay, that's not bad. I feel like that could be a decent, like, go wide plan. Let's go move this over real quick for the TikTok people. Okay. Next, we got Harsh Annotation. Destroy target creature. Its controller creates a 1/1 black inkling creature token with flying. Wow, they are giving us a decent amount of good removal in white this set. This is actually crazy. Like, we've seen 3 solid removal pieces for white, and we're only into the H's as far as the alphabetical stuff goes. I'm excited for that. That'll be fun. Next is Honorbound Page. It's first strike. Third strike. Lol. Enters prepared, and then it can cast Form's Favor, gives +1/+0 and flying till end of turn. Okay, not bad. Another limited piece. I don't think that's anything crazy otherwise, though. Alright, next we've got Informed Inkwright. I love all the ink art. It's so good. 2 mana. Human Wizard with Vigilance. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, create a 1/1 black and white inkling creature token with flying. Okay. One other thing I was not thinking about when we were talking about the other card that had the targeted effect with Graduation Day. This would also work really well in the mono-white Auras deck. Because one thing that they always struggle with is having enough creatures. You're targeting with the Auras because they have to target a creature. So Informed Inkwright would be really good in that deck. And it would also be good in like a Prowess style deck. So I'm kind of excited to see what comes of that. Okay. Yeah, I love all the ink spells. They're so good. Okay, Inkshape Demonstrator. You get third strike with the slow zombies. Either they have last strike. Yeah. I feel like, isn't that like an unstable card effect or something? Where you can get like third strike or triple strike or something like that. I feel like I saw that at one point. Okay. But yeah, Inkshape Demonstrator, Ward 2 for 4. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, it gets +1/+0 and lifelink. It's 3/4. Yeah, that's not bad. That'd be really good with certain cards in limited, I think, mainly. But, you know, I could be wrong about that. We've got Interjection. Target creature gets +2/+2 and first strike till the turn. Nice combat trick. We've got Joined Researchers. Oh, I did move it. Look at me on top of it. Joined Researchers. Human Cleric Wizard for 2 mana. A lot of 2 mana creatures in white that we're seeing. First strike, beginning of each end step. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, it becomes prepared. Secret Rendezvous lets you and target opponent draw 3 cards. Interesting. Interesting. After the first 2, you get diminishing returns on heads. Is that for like a coin flip? Makes sense. But yeah, Joined Researchers seems like a risky play. I guess there are some decks where you want your opponent to draw cards. I think there's only like one card. Oh, last strike. Ah, okay. I see. But yeah, Joined Researchers, I feel like it has a space in like certain decks. I know in... Oh, it's in the quote at the bottom? Oh, of the last strike card? I'll have to look at that one up. Last strike. G. I... That's great. Okay. 3 true heads are better than 1, but after that you run into diminishing. That's funny. Oh my god. I need to look at more of these sets that are like non-official technically. They're so funny. I love the one that just has infinity power. That one cracks me up. Okay, so Yeah, I think Joint Researchers has good spot in like wheel commander decks. But probably otherwise just chilling. Like a villain. Okay, next we've got Owlin Historian. When this creature enters, surveil 1, it's a bird cleric. Cool. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. That's interesting, actually. I bet you could do a combo with Owlin Historian somewhere. Something janky. Oh yeah, Jumbo Cactuar, right? That one's actually not even from the like unsealed sets. That's like an actual legal card. Uh yeah, Final Fantasy's crazy for getting Magic to add a 1000 power guy. Even if he is 7 mana, that's a lot. Um okay. So yeah, Bird Cleric. I would love to come up with a combo for the Owlin Historian. I don't know if I could do that in Standard. I bet I could do it in Commander. I just don't know exactly how I'd do it. But that sounds fun. Okay. Practice Offense. 3 mana for a sorcery. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls. Then you can give a creature double strike or lifelink till end of turn. Okay. Good counter synergies for sure. I'm finding it interesting that they let you put the counters on target player. Yeah, that seems like a really good Cats card. But I don't know why they decided to make that like target player. Like, the only difference between that and saying that you do that to yourself is that somebody could like cast like a deflecting swat or whatever, one of those target changing spells, and target themselves. That's like the only difference. So I wonder why they worded it that way. Maybe for more interaction. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. We got a lot of cards to get through. Primary Research. That's a 5 mana enchantment. When it enters, return target non-land permanent with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Wow, okay. Pretty strong. Yeah, because of sorcery. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so, and then at the beginning of your end step, if a card left your graveyard this turn, draw a card. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. I like the idea of primary research. I don't know what exactly I would put that in. It could go into like a lot of graveyard decks for white, I guess, or like flashback stuff. Some decent play around for that. I don't think it's good enough for standard because it's 5 mana, but yeah, it is. It is a 2-for-1 because you basically you get the enchantment, you get something back from your graveyard. And then whenever something at the beginning of your end step, if you had a card leave your graveyard, you get to draw. Esper stacks. Yeah, it might. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked. Because yeah, we're seeing a lot of really good white control deck stuff in this set, as well as like some prowessy or aura support and flicker. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out. I'd love to see a flicker deck come back in standard because there's some really cool flicker cards in the set right now that are not like quite good enough to be there. But yeah, I don't think primary research is a bomb or anything, but it's not bad. Not bad. You could definitely play that with Oculus, but 5 mana is a lot for primary research, so maybe you wouldn't want to. Yeah, the reprints are nuts. And like the prepared spells, I don't know what those are called. I'll have to look that up, I guess. But I assume they have a name. So, okay, let's take a look at Quillblade Laureate. Laureate? Laureate? I don't know how to pronounce Laureate. Laureate. I don't know how to pronounce that. 2 mana for a cleric. A lot of 2 mana guys. Prepared spells. Okay. Thank you. So this is a human cleric. Enters prepared with double strike. can give +1/+0 and double strike to end the turn. Yeah, that's good and limited. I don't see many uses for that outside of limited, unfortunately. Then we got Rapier Wit. I love the art on this, genuinely. That is so cool. I don't know who that is on the art, but they look amazing. 10 out of 10 Rapier. So you tap target creature. If it's your turn, put a stun counter on it. Okay, it's an instant for 2 mana. And you draw a card. Well, I'm glad you stuck around, Sky. Did you think I was going to be boring or something? I'm just kidding. Okay. But yeah, I think that's probably good in like a Spellslinger style deck, maybe. The stun's not bad. Maybe if you had like a combo deck where you're trying to draw through your deck. But I don't know. I don't see a lot of crazy use for that, even though it's really pretty. Okay, Rehearse Debater, 3 mana, Jin Bard. Love the mirrors. Maybe cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature. This creature gets +1/+0. That's true, you do usually top out, so I'm glad you're sticking around. We got a lot of cards to look at. Have you guys all been like watching the spoilers, or is it just me that skipped all the spoiler season stuff? Choking Vapors? Let me take a look. I don't know what Choking Vapors is, but... Oh, Choking Fumes, maybe? No. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing here. This is my spoiler season stream, I guess. I don't think it's called Choking Vapors. Whatever the card you've been thinking about. Yeah, there's been so many spoilers. The whole set's released now, which is the site I'm looking at it on, is the Magic official stuff. But they've been spoiling stuff for like over a month, I think. I want to say I saw like some people doing spoiler videos back in February. Cycle to tap down. I think you're right. Let me see if it pops up. Oh, okay, Choking Tethers. Here it is. Here it is. Dang, 4 mana to tap 4 creatures. I guess the benefit to this one, the one that we have now, is it stuns if you do it on your turn. It does feel like that, yeah. Okay. Well, let's get to Restoration Seminar. This one looks cool. Yeah, the draw card, it does feel the same. I guess the downside to the not having it on cycle is that you don't get to do that without countering it, but I don't know many people that would counter that effect unless it's like in a very specific scenario. But yeah, Restoration Seminar, we got 7 white mana. That's huge. Also, this guy looks big. Oh, it's a lesson too. Okay. Return target non-land permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield for 7 mana. Oh, and we have a new effect, or a new what's it called? Keyword Paradigm. Okay, let's. I don't have what's Paradigm. So you cast it, then you exile the spell. After you first resolve a spell with this name. You may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of. What? That's crazy. Wait. Restoration Seminar is nuts. It keeps... you basically get a copy of it at the beginning of each of your upkeeps. Or sorry, your first main phase. Paradigm is insane. If you can find a way to cast this, like cheat it out somehow, Restoration Seminar is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, you could basically like... Paradigm is interesting. So basically, it's... You exile the Restoration Seminar and copy that over and over again. on each of your turns, which is really good. Like in certain decks, that's just insane. I want to make that card work. That sounds sick. I don't know what cheaty ways we have to do that in standard, but I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to do that restoration seminar. Okay, we got Shattered Acolyte. Play control. That is one way to do it. I guess if you have Planeswalkers, yeah, you could bring Planeswalkers back. Discovery, yeah, I guess Discovery stuff would work. I wonder if there's... I'll have to look into it. I don't know. My brain is a little slow because I'm still jet lagged, but I wanna look into that. Okay, next we got Shattered Acolyte, 2 mana, 1 mana to sacrifice to destroy an artifact or enchantment. That's pretty good. I could see that getting used a lot. There's a few cards that have very similar effects, so I'm not surprised that's coming back. We got Soaring Stone Glider. Exile 2 cards from your graveyard or pay 2. It's decent for limited, I would say. Lifelink is stronger in this set than normal. Hey, Dragon Shark Fury. Sorry, Dragon Shark Fury, sorry. How's it going? Is there stuff in this set that makes Lifelink better? Appreciate the follow, Dragon. I don't know if you want me to call you Dragon Shark or Dragon, but let me know. But I'm curious what makes you anti-artifact enchantment seems weaker. Yeah, are there good like lifelink synergies here? I hope so. Okay, next is Spirit Call Enthusiast. Entire army revolves around life gain, school or whatever. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I need to look into the schools. I guess they have like, it's different 2-color combinations, right? That make that work that way. Shagon. Okay, got you. I'll try to remember Shagon, but I'll call you Dragon if I can't remember. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to look at all the schools. Actually, we can look up all the schools right now, right? Strixhaven schools. Oh, this is the MTG one. Is it the same in MTG? I think it is. But I think the new set has new stuff, so let me find the Secrets of Strixhaven one. Yeah, some of these cards are insane. Okay, colleges. We've got Silverquill, College of Eloquence. Okay, this I guess is more of lore stuff than like the MTG mechanics, I guess. I guess I'll just have to see it. But yeah, some of these cards are crazy. There's some bangers in Swamp Mana. Let's go. I can't wait to see them. Yeah, I'm excited. Alright. Next we've got Spirit Call Enthusiast, a Cat Cleric. We're back, Sky. We're back. Where one or more tokens enters, this creature becomes prepared. Ooh, that's actually not bad. For like a token style deck, you could cast Scroll Boost all the time. Absolutely all the time. I'm a fan of that. That's one of those where you can like re-prepare it a bunch. Wonder if you could combo off with that actually. Yeah, stuff that targets seems really good in white. So yeah, it seems really good with your commander. Yeah, we're looking at Strixhaven. I think this site also shows the commander cards and so like the Strixhaven commander set and like the extra ones, the like special arts that they have. So we'll be looking at those too. I think they have like some special Japanese art for this set too, which is exciting. +3/+3 for silver core. Yeah, you would think so. You would think so. You have a good card for any white deck? What's the good card? I gotta know. Alright, stand up for yourself. Decent removal for limited. Hey Dakota, how's it going? The 100-handed one. I think I've seen that one. Is that the one that can like block any number of creatures? Oh yeah, I can block up to 99 creatures. That one's sick. I love that. Oh, I'm sorry you're bored, Dakota, on Magic, but and taking care of chickens. That's great though. We're looking at the new cards for the new set that's gonna come out soon, so you're welcome to join us if you're bored. Add Godsend to it? What's Godsend? I gotta look that one up too. Godsend, 3 mana equipment. Whenever a equipped creature blocks or becomes blocked by one or more creatures, you may exile one of those creatures. And they can't cast the same cards. Oh, Godsend's kind of crazy. That's really good. I haven't heard of Godsend. How have I not heard of this card? That's so cool. What's your combo card, Shagon? Or Shogun? Shogun? I might be pronouncing it wrong. Okay, so next is Stirring Hope Singer. 3 mana Bird Bard. Love those creature combos. That's like beautiful. The creature types at least. Flying Lifelink 1/3. That gets whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, put a 1/1 counter on each creature. Each creature you control. Oh my god. That's crazy. And you said it's beyond banned, I think. Probably buried under the ban list. Oh, that's sad. Oh, I love Helm of the Host. Helm of the Host is so sick. Back when that first came out, I can't remember what set it came out in originally. It was worth like, I don't know, like maybe 20 cents or something. And so I saw that and I was like, you know, this card's going to be like so good in every commander deck, right? So I bought a bunch of them. And I want to say they're worth like a decent amount now. Let me look up Helm of the Host prices. It's like 10, 11 bucks, yeah. I think I bought like 25 of these back when they were worth like a few cents. So definitely made my money back on that one. Yeah, Sky, this feels like a great set for all your cat decks. Budget option is Moonlight Mediation. Let me look that one up. Enchantment order, whenever you would create one or more tokens each turn, you can create one or more. Ooh, I love that type of effect. That's sick. There's one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a foretell card. Let me find it. Oh, there it is. I see it. Mystic something. Oh, sorry. Mystic Reflections. I love this card. You get to, I'm going to move it for TikTok people, but you get to choose a non-legendary creature, and then if another creature enters, you can make it enter as a copy. So you can use that to like get rid of your opponent's stuff without countering it, or you can use it to like buff up some of your tokens. It's just so much fun. You E6 the Fractal Bloom Commander deck. Let me take a look. Or S6 the Fractal Bloom. Oh, I've seen this guy. She make oh yeah, that would be a good combo deck with that. That'd be fun. That would be a lot of fun. And you could also, like, I feel like you could do a lot of stuff with, like, trying to make things not legendary with that kind of stuff, too. That could be a lot of fun. Alright. But yeah, I think Stirring Hopesinger is probably one of the best cards we've seen so far. 3 mana for 1/3 that puts counters on each creature you control if you target it with an instant or sorcery. That's insane. Alright, thanks for joining us, Shagon. Feel free to hop back in later if you're bored, or hop in next time if you want to. Yeah, Stirring Hopesinger seems like amazing value. But yeah, I think that's the best card we've seen so far. And I don't think we're even into the commander stuff yet. Okay, next is Stone Dawson. You can exile it from the graveyard to gain 2 life and surveil 1. As a sorcery, it's 2 for 3/1. That's decent in limited. We've got Summon Dromedary. We love a camel, a spirit camel. Yes. I wonder how many camels there are in Magic. If we have enough for a camel travel deck yet. Okay, so you can return it from your graveyard to your hand, activate it only as a sorcery. That's not bad, actually. Yeah, honestly, like, these would both be incredible in limited. Ten out of 10. Okay. Let's keep going. Ooh, okay. So I think we're getting into some of the special art stuff, so... Yeah, right? Exactly. So these are some of the special arts. I really like these borderless arts that they have. For the new stuff, I kind of wish they would explain it like on this card, but I understand not wanting to have all that text. Antiquities has a borderless as well. Let's see. Emeritus of Truth looks great. Erode looks great. Okay, this is not loading the pictures, so I guess I might have to refresh and scroll back down. Okay, now it's loading. Sweet. Okay. So just to show off some more of the borderless art, we've got Informed Anchorite, we've got Joined Researchers, Practiced Offense, Stirring Hopesinger. Yeah, Road might be crazy. Are there some good Planeswalkers in this set? I haven't seen any yet, but I bet there will be. Okay. Alright, now I think we're into the commander stuff. So this we'll look at with a little bit of a different lens. Put on our commander glasses, squad. Decent ones. Okay, we'll have to check them out. Okay. We got Augusta, Order Returned, a Spirit Advisor, 1/3 for 3. Flying Vigilance, whenever it attacks, each player exiles a card from their graveyard. And you can put that many 1/1 counters on target attacking creature. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's a lot of decks that could fit into. It's also a commander, potentially, if you wanted it to be. Ugh. Better if you give it haste, but like, not bad at all. We got a new board wipe too, Ceaseless Conflict. Destroy all creatures and create a 3/2 red spirit creature token for each untoken creature you controlled that was destroyed that way. That's interesting. So you can get a replacement for all your guys, but everybody else kind of gets screwed over. I like that. That can go pretty well in a lot of creature decks. And for 5 mana, it's pretty good value. Alright, next we got Eiganjo Dinosaurian. Love the word there. The Fox Advisor, we love foxes. Vigilance, whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, this creature becomes prepared, and then you can cast Replenish. Return all enchantments from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's crazy, actually. That's crazy. So, okay, so I feel like for these prepared creatures, their strength is that you can like cast things again. So like I could do Eiganjo Dinosaurian like multiple times. I could even see trying to like do multiple combat steps so you can trigger this multiple times, and then you like maybe sacrifice a bunch of enchantments and bring them all back. But Eiganjo Dinosaurian or Dinosaurian, whatever it is going to be a crazy commander card, I think. In very specific decks, but still crazy. Alright, Forum Filibuster. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 2/1 white-black Inkling creature token with flying. When you do, return up to one target aura or equipment card from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to that token. I like that. That's fun for a lot of cool decks that don't get a lot of love in Commander. I'm excited to give that one a try. I don't have any decks that can just like slot into right now, but I'm sure I will definitely get there. Okay, so next is Herald of Amity. It's a Griffin. Whenever it enters, exile top 8 cards of your library. Can cast an aura spell from among them for free. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And it gets XX when X is the number of auras you control. Okay, decent aura Griffin. Next is Vanguard of the Restless. It's a Spirit Knight that gets +1/+1 for each time you cast your commander from the command zone this game. And then whenever a spirit you control enters, you can pay 3 and return this from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. That's pretty good. Like, you could definitely do a weird spirit deck with this. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. Alright. Now we got some special arts for the commander cards. We'll show those off real quick. We're almost done with white stuff, thank goodness. I've got those ones. Okay. Oh, I guess there's more? Maybe those were just like commanders. I don't know. There's a lot of cards here. It's a 1 Flickering Ward, 1 white mana, enchantment aura. Enters, choose a color. Enchanted creature has protection from the chosen color. It doesn't remove this aura. Okay, that's pretty good. And you can return it to your hand to like change the color you want. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. Then we got Moonshaker Cavalry. I think that's one we've had before. When it enters, creatures you control gain flying and +X/+X on a turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Nice, janky, what's it called? Craterhoof Behemoth. I like the vibes of Staff of the Storyteller. Whenever it enters, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Whenever you put one or more creature tokens, put a story counter on the artifact. Remove 1 story counter to draw a card. Yeah, I think we have a similar effect to that, if not exactly that card. Could be wrong. Wave of Reckoning, great board wipe, especially for wall decks, stuff like that. Ooh, we're seeing some cool reprints here. We love. Ajani's Chosen. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, create a 2/2 white cat creature token. If it's an aura, you can attach it to the token. Angel of Indemnity. You can return permanent. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to skip some of these reprints, but I'm not going to like read through them all, but I'm going to appreciate some of these. Angelic Destiny was like one of the first enchantments I ever had. Owl of the Dawn Sky is sick. Ooh, you have a Mondrak deck? If you're bored, you can send the deck list. I'd love to take a look at them. Got Archaeomancer's Map, Archon of Sun's Grace, all great cards. Armored Skyhunter, I think I've seen that before. Chains of Custody, seems pretty decent. We've got Flame Jumper, Combat Calligrapher. Ooh, Combat Calligrapher actually looks sick. Inklings can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. Whenever a player attacks attacks one of your opponents, that player gets an extra Inkling that's flying and attacking that opponent. Okay, another little like Pillow Fort style thingy. Drum Bellower. Untap all creatures you control during each player's untap step. That might be pretty good. We have similar effects in a couple of cards. So excited to see that be a thing. Gift of Immortality is not bad. Have that in a couple decks. Ghostly Prison, always great. Two on the left here I think are new. Eidolon of Countless Battles. Oh no, I don't think that's new. Aura buffs. Blah, 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 blah. It's good. Guardian Faith we love. Guardian Scalelord, I believe, is pretty good. Kami of Ancient Law. I don't know if that's already a thing, but Karmic Guide looks cool. Martial Impetus. Oh, goading a creature, nice. Mongara the Diplomat. He's a great white card. Kind of helping white keep up. Land Tax, love that card. Same art as before too, I think. Forest Spirit Dancer is great for Aura decks. Okay, Monologue Tax. I think that's a card. Yeah, whatever this white commander deck is really good. I think what I'm going to do here, actually, though, is I'm going to skip out on the commander stuff, and we can look at the commander decks at the end, because there's a lot of cards here, and I don't know the full deck list. But it looks like one of them's like enchantment focused, and so I don't know exactly what that means, but we'll do a we'll dodge the commander set for now. I got you. Yeah, sealed player, and yeah, we can look at the commander decks afterwards. I love sealed. Sealed is my favorite format. Enchantments and tokens, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So we've gotten through all of the standard cards. These are the special art cards, the like archives or whatever they call them. So these arts are so nice. Achroma's Will, great card. Angel's Grace, great card. We love split second stuff. Then we got Armageddon, destroy all lands. That's a really pretty way to make everyone hate you. Love it. Duty Beyond Death. I don't know that card, but it looks sick as hell. Yeah, Angel's Grace is so cool. Repel Calamity. Prismatic Ending. That's a fun one. Hop to it. That's a rabbit tribal card. Interesting choice. I love the art for it, though. Helping Hand. Yeah, Armageddon is like the... Unless you have a way to win with it, it's just like the ultimate, like... Hey, guys, let's make our game last 2 hours. Reprieve is a fun card. Love the, like, ability for non-blue decks to, like, interact with the stack. Requisition rate's pretty good. Return to the ranks. It seems nice. Winds of Abandon. Nice. Okay, here's the Japanese art cards I was talking about. The only reason I can tell, honestly, what these cards are is because I can see the names here. I've been learning a little bit of Japanese, but not enough to be able to read kanji, so I'm going to be reading the bottom part. But this is a great Achroma's as well. The same ones as before. Oh, are these the same cards as we saw earlier? Yeah, they are. They are. I would love to get some of these. Look at this Armageddon. Oh my god. Look at that Armageddon here. Sorry, I didn't have it on the screen. Yes, these can definitely be in sealed packs, as far as I'm aware. They can also be in like draft boosters and stuff, I believe. Actually, wait, no, they've been doing the collector booster stuff now. I bet the at least the Japanese ones. I don't know if the Japanese ones will be available in the US or not, but the special art stuff is probably going to be collector's boosters only. Which is really sad because these are so pretty, and collector's boosters are expensive. But yeah, I'm just going to appreciate all this art real quick. Is it just me, or do these rabbits look kind of freaky? Like, they almost look like they're like standing like people. It's kind of freaking me out. I like the helping hand art, but the rabbits are creeping me out. I would love to get like an art print. Like if the artists that do these art like do prints, I would love to get my hands on some of these. Like, look at this reprieve. That looks so sick. Drawing hands like that is a talent. Okay. We got some nice ones over here. I love Winds of Abandon. That's so nice. Oh, they have like special treatments, I guess. Okay, so these are called Silver Scroll foils, which are the same art with just a slightly prettier design. We've got the art cards. I'm going to skip the art cards because they're just the same thing, but we do appreciate some art. Okay, we're finally on to blue. Alright, now that Commander's out of the way, I think we can move a little quicker on these. I'm hoping we can get these done fairly quickly, so we can get to looking at the Commander decks, and then maybe we can play a little draft at the end. But yeah, let's get into it. So we got Vanishing Betrayal, a 2-mana instant, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, surveil. Okay. Decent bounce spell for limited. Probably won't see much play outside of that. We got Brush Off. Costs less if it targets an instant or sorcery spell. That is actually pretty good. Brush Off will probably see some sideboard play. Depending on like formats. Also, look at that art. Like, how colorful. It's like, I guess they're fighting with paint. Or like light. And yeah, draft I think is my favorite format. I really like sealed too, though. I don't know, maybe Commander's my favorite format. I do like Commander. Okay, next is Campus Composer. It's a 4-mana 3/4 that has Ward 2, enters prepared. It can create a blue elemental creature token 3/3 with flying with Aqueous Aria. Not too bad, not too bad. All these prepared stuff, I think the like non-rare ones so far seem mostly good for limited or like flicker decks potentially. Otherwise, nothing crazy. Chase Inspiration gets +0/+3 and hexproof till end of turn. Yeah, not bad. Little protection. We love to see it. Might sometimes see some play, but depends on the format. Deluge Virtuoso. This is a lot of text for a common. Human Wizard 2/2 for 3. When it enters, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. And it has Opus. You cast an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast a spell, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn instead. Harmonized Trio. I haven't seen Harmonized Trio yet, but I'm excited to see it. Divergent Equation. We've got an instant, XX in blue. Return X target instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to hand. Oh. And then exile it. Okay, the exile part's a little disappointing, but I think that's a pretty decent card. Could definitely be a combo piece. We've got Echo Casting Symposium. Target player creates a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Ooh. 6 mana. And then Paradigm, you can exile it. Oh, another Paradigm for 6 mana instead of 7 this time. That seems really good. I see that being in almost every token deck that runs blue in Commander now. Paradigm just seems like an amazingly powerful like late game setup for like for Commander and stuff. What's a progenitor mimic? I'm gonna look that one up. Oh, I think I've seen this card. Oh, well, I guess we're opening TCG Player. I meant to click on the image, thank you. And copy, and okay, and you make copy tokens. Yeah, I think this seems a little better, though. Like, Echo Casting Symposium seems... like, it's one of those cards that unless you counter it the first time, I think it just keeps going off again and again, and it's like... it'd be really hard to keep up with all that value. And I feel like if you're casting Echo Casting Symposium, odds are you're probably already ahead. So, I think that's going to be a strong card. All right, we got another Mythic Emeritus of Ideation. A lot of Emeritus guys. 5 mana, Human Wizard for 5/5, Flying Ward 2. Already, that's really good value. Enters prepared. Whenever it attacks, you may exile 8 cards from your graveyard, and then it becomes prepared. Ancestral Recall? Wait, that's like a... what's that called? It's a Power 9, right? That's one of the Power 9. Am I crazy? I'm not trying to shop here. I just need damage. Thank you. Yeah, that's a Power 9 card on this guy. On Emeritus. Okay, so let's think about this, like, objectively. Is this, like, Power 9 strong? Draw over 75, and you have a cool proxy. Honestly. So, Emeritus of Ideation... Ancestral Recall being on a card seems busted. But, realistically... and, okay. If we're being honest, this is a really good card. It's going to be a control top-end piece. It's going to be a control finisher. Because if you can play this, like, I'm not going to play this on turn 5, right? I'm going to play this on turn 6 when I have an opening, or even after that, after I've controlled the deck. It's got ward exactly and flying. And then you can repeat the draw whenever you attack with it. So you've got a repeatable copy of Ancestral Recall. If you play this in a Flicker deck, you don't even need to attack. You can just flicker it and you get another Ancestral Recall. It just seems very strong. Like, I think that's going to be a staple piece in probably a deck or two. Yeah, like if this is just played in like a mid-range deck, it's probably pretty mid. But I think really this is going to be like a top end for control. It might be a sideboard piece, potentially, depending on what other options we have. But I think that's going to be a great card. I think that's going to be a great card. Okay, let's keep going. We've got Encouraging Avatar. Or sorry, Avatar. Aviator. 3 mana bird wizard. Whenever it attacks, it becomes prepared, and it can jump to give creature flying until its turn. Okay. Not bad. We've got Essence Scatter reprint. Love to see it. I do like that art too. That's interesting. We've got Exhibition Tidecaller. Was this the one you were excited about, or what was the one you were excited about? Essence Scatter is stronger than normal. Yeah, there's a lot of creatures right now. Oh, Harmonized Trio is what you're saying. Okay, we're almost there. That's true. Yeah, most of the sorcery stuff is on creatures, so you're not wrong. Essence Scatter is going to be probably in a lot of control sideboards. Or maybe main decks if creatures are that popular. Okay, Exhibition Tidecaller. We got a lot of Djinn this set. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target player mills 3 cards. If 5 or more was spent, Oh, that seems like a really good mill piece. Like a Spellslinger mill. Exhibition Tidecaller is going to be fun. I might try to build a deck around that. Okay. Flow State. 2 mana. Sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards. Put one of them in hand. Rest in the bottom of the library. There's an instant or sorcery in your graveyard. Instead, put 2 of them in your hand. Oh, Flow State seems really good. I could see that seeing some play. In Control, in combo decks, that can be really solid. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like Stock Up. Probably a little worse than Stock Up, but it's also less mana, so I'm not mad about it. Okay, next we got Fractal Anomaly. Create a 0/0 green-blue fractal creature token and put X/1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of cards you've drawn this turn. Oh. A lot worse. Yeah, it doesn't mean bad. Exactly. Like, sometimes you want that less mana worse card, for sure. So Fractal Anomaly seems fun. Like, if I can set up something where I'm drawing, like, honestly, like, this is pretty worth it, even if you draw 1 card. Because it's a 1/1, right? But if you play it for, like, let's say you draw 3 cards on a turn or something with the Ancestral Recall thing, you know, that's suddenly a big buff. And it's an instant, so I bet there's ways to play this, like, at instant speed where you're drawing because of an opponent or something. I could see that being a really good card in certain decks. Okay, Fractalize. In a turn, target creature becomes a fractal with base power and toughness equal to X+1. Okay. Nice little weird protection piece, and it loses all abilities. So Fractalize is also a control piece. So that seems like it'd be pretty good. Oh, hey, we're at your Harmonized Trio. Okay. So it's 1 mana, which is already scary. Merfolk Bard Wizard. So you tap 2 untapped untapped creatures you control. This creature becomes prepared. So it doesn't enter prepared. Oh, it has Brainstorm on it? That's pretty crazy. That is crazy, actually. I'm trying to think how... I feel like you could break this. Am I crazy? Like, if you had enough untapped shenanigans going on? Like, let's run this with Paradox Engine, you know? Like, I think Paradox Engine just makes this infinite, basically. As long as you have some mana to be able to cast Brainstorm. Yeah, that's a combo in and of itself. You can draw your whole deck. Technically 1 card at a time, but still. Harmonized Trio seems like it's going to be good. In Commander, I don't know if there's support enough for this in Standard, but it would be cool to run it in Standard. Might be able to combo that with Fractal Anomaly that we were looking at earlier. Okay, Homesickness. 6 mana. Target player draws 2 cards. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Put a stun counter on each of them. Nice. Why is this 6 mana? That seems really bad. Oh, you can prepare at instant speed. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, let's keep going. I'll be honest, y'all. I am running out of energy quick. I may have to end the stream a little earlier than I expected. Not like now, but like maybe in the next hour or hour and a half. Also, I forgot I need to check my work email real quick because I'm on call this week. So, 1 second. Okay. Looks like all the work emails are not emergencies, so let's get back to it. Alright. Hydro Channeler. 2 mana, Merfolk Wizard. Add blue mana. Spend this only to cast an instant or sorcery spell. Okay. Seems decent. And you can filter mana as well. Okay. Not bad. Not crazy, but not bad. Jadzi, Steward of Fate. Human Wizard. 2/4. Enters prepared. Also draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards. I don't see why you wouldn't run this in a Flicker deck. And then Oracle's Gift. Create a X. Oh, wait. Oracle's Gifts. What? Jadzi seems crazy. Jadzi seems nuts. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a really good reason to run a Flicker deck. Lets you draw 2, discard 2 for 3 mana, and have a 2/4 creature that's prepared to cast Oracle's Gift. And then you can keep flickering that to make more and more fractals. Like, I see no downside. I guess it's a little slow with Oracle's Gift since it costs XX, but still. Got another Landscape Painter. Yeah, no, it's insane. And like, if you had a Flicker deck, you could just flicker this again, draw more cards, and then cast Oracle's Gift again. Like, it just seems crazy. But yeah, Landscape Painter, love the art. Lets you draw 2 cards for 5 mana. Pretty good in limited. Yeah, I think Jadzi is good if you're talking about Jadzi, but Landscape Painter, I don't think it's actually good. But it's probably decent in limited. Like, I feel like in limited you want stuff to do with your mana a lot of the time, and so this is not a bad like late game. Like, okay, let's say you're on turn 10 and you guys are kind of stalemated. Like, okay, I draw a Stalemate Painter, I get to play it, I can go ahead and play Vibrant Idea to draw 2 extra cards. That could be decent, and it's 2/1 body otherwise. So I think only good in limited. And I don't... Good might even be a strong word. Like, there's probably better 2 mana cards, but it's a good build, Mana Sculpt, counter target spell. If you control a wizard, add amount of mana equal to the... Oh, wow! It's like Mana Drain, but for only wizard decks. That's slightly different. That seems pretty good. I don't think it's quite as good as Mana Drain is, obviously. I think it's just objectively worse than Mana Drain, but it's in standard. It's a good wizard card. That seems great. Yeah, I think Control's coming back this set hard. Like, there's no reason for there not to be like a bunch of good Control decks this set, which I'm excited about. I feel like everything's been combo lately, or like... Yeah, it's mostly been combo lately, so I'm excited for some Control to disrupt that meta a bit. Okay, Mathemagics. Okay, I said I didn't see any spoilers at the beginning of this. I did see this card, because a buddy of mine sent it to me. This card seems insane. It's like exponential card draw. So XX, 2 blue, sorcery, target players draws 2 to the X power cards. So you can spend it for... 2 mana to draw 1 card. You can spend it for 4 mana to draw 4 cards. You can do 6 mana, I guess, to draw. Yeah, and it just keeps going exponentially up. Yeah, I think if you do 8 mana, it's actually... Yeah, 8 cards. And then, like, above that, it's just crazy. So, like... The 2 to the 4th power to get 16, it's just insane. And like above that, obviously it's crazy. I feel like if you're at the point where you can cast it for like draw 16, you're probably going to win the game. I'm assuming your deck is built around this card. I don't see why you wouldn't win the game. Wonder if they're gonna have a thing in standard that lets you draw your deck to win the game. I think that would be what you want to play with Mathemagics, because you could just figure out a way to play that for full mana. Yeah, maybe the you could run Mathemagics with that Mana Sculpt card we looked at earlier. That would be really good. That would be really, really good. Alright, next we've got Matter Bending Mage. Return a creature to its owner's hand. Whenever you cast an X spell, it can't be blocked. Seems kind of mid, to be honest, but the bounce isn't bad. Just because of the bounce, it'll probably see play unlimited. Mana War, yeah. We do like Mana War. Except when it's only being played by your opponents. And they're just stealing your mana. Oh, Mana of War. Yeah, Mana of War is cool. Okay. Next is Muse Seeker. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card, then discard a card. Unless... Okay, I mean, Muse Seeker seems really good. That is probably going to be a combo piece. Muse's Encouragement. Create a blue and red elemental creature token with flying. Surveil 2. Meh. Not great. Not great at all. Orisa Tide Choreographer. Costs 3 less if you have total toughness 10 or greater. Oh, nice. You can play it for 2 mana. That's pretty good. And it enters, you draw 2 cards. Yeah, I mean, in a Toughness Matters deck, Orisa Tide Choreographer could be really good. Play that with Walls. And yeah, you could get that like turn 3 maybe. With Increment. Yeah, it is kind of a bad Muldrifter, but I think Orisa in certain decks could see some play, you know? It's definitely not like the meta pick per se, but if you're playing like Toughness Matters, not bad. The problem, I guess the problem I have with it is that it doesn't have... It itself is not a Toughness Matters card, you know? So, I feel like it's going to be kind of bad. But, you never know. Maybe in a Toughness Matters deck. So, but yeah, here's Increment. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what Hackball is, but I can look at that in a second. So we got Pensive Professor. He's got Increment. Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana you spent is greater than this creature's power or toughness, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Oh! Interesting. Whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on this creature, draw a card. So you want to play like a full suite of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana spells. So you can always grow this guy, I guess. I mean, it seems good. I think, honestly, like, okay. The Increment stuff seems good, but I think if you play Pensive Professor in an actual, like, 1/1 counters deck, like, that's where that card is going to go crazy. That's, like, genuinely, in a 1/1 counter deck, that's terrifying. Like, let's say you have stuff, let's say you can put 3 1/1 counters on this guy from different sources. Pensive Professor is terrifying. That's so much card draw. Yeah, that's probably one of the more powerful cards we've seen, I think, this set. I love the 1/1 counter synergy stuff too. That's cool. All right, Procrastinate. That's definitely my card. Oh my god, that's a lot of stun counters. Yeah, definitely a win con in control. And the stats are mid, you're right. It's at 0-2. But yeah, Procrastinate, I think, is actually not bad. doubling up on the stun counters, like, I don't know, like you play it for 2 mana and it's got 2 stun counters on it. Like, that's pretty good. You essentially, if you play it for 3 mana, you're putting 4 stun counters on it. That creature is essentially removed, right? Exactly. Like that creature's basically gone for the game. In combat, at least. It is sorcery speed. If this was instant, but I guess it's got to be sorcery because it's procrastinate, right? But I think that's a decent card. I might actually play that in some decks. Imagine too if you had like a proliferate commander. Yeah, it's probably not great in standard, but I think in certain commander decks that you like can proliferate might be decent. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, in sealed, it's probably not great for this set because it doesn't affect a lot of the cards in the way you'd want it to, but it's not bad. And Hilda, let me look up Hilda. Hilda of the Icy Crown. Oh, I keep clicking on the shop. My bad. When you tap an untapped creature and opponent controls, pay 1. Oh, yeah, that would be good. We love a Hilda. Okay, we've also got Quick Study. 3 mana, draw 2 cards. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and go down. Sorry for the jiggling. Gonna do Run Behind. 4 mana. Costs 3 mana if it's an attacking creature. Put it top or bottom. That's not bad. Oh, Hackball. That's right. I forgot to look up Hackball earlier, didn't I? In combat, each merfolk you control. Oh, Explorer merfolk. You're right. You're right. And then whenever it attacks, put a land card on the battlefield if you don't draw a card. Yeah. Hackball seems sick. I'm glad you're having fun. Okay, let's look at Sky Coach Conductor. Maybe you'd want to draw 2 cards, have 2 mana, and make a body. Yeah, that seems good. That seems good. Okay, Sky Coach Conductor, Bird Pilot. 3 mana, Flash, Flying, Vigilance, 2/3. That's already solid. Comes in prepared, and it has all aboard. Instant. Exile target non-pilot creature you control and return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. I mean, that seems like really good flicker enabling. Like, let's say you're playing other flicker cards with Sky Coach, you can just keep flickering all your stuff at instant speed. That's really good. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a flicker deck in standard. I'm calling it right now. I am calling it. Okay, next we've got Spellbook Seeker. So, Bird Wizard, 4 mana, enters prepared, draw 2 cards. Discard 2 for 1 with careful study, sorry. Yeah, seems decent. 4 mana, 3/3 is not bad with flying, so not bad. Pester of the Tangential, though. 2 mana, Djinn Wizard, 1/1 with increment, and pay X to move counters from this creature to another creature. Ah, that could be good. I like that kind of effect. I don't know how amazing it is, but we do like increment. I feel like all the increment cards are gonna be played like together most of the time, though. Because a lot of times, if you have one of them, you would want all of them. But I don't know. Okay, textbook tabulator, Frog Wizard, increment. Or enter Seville 2. Okay, I guess that's just the like common version with no extra effects. When Wisdom of the Ages. Oh, sorry guys, I am on the wrong screen. There we go. Textbook tabulator, and then Wisdom of the Ages. 7 mana for sorcery. Return all instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand, and you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. I mean, that seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. All right, the rest looks like special art. I guess Emeritus of Ideation is a one of those cards with the special numbers on them. Seems pretty cool. Appreciate some borderless art. I'm gonna scroll through this though. Here's these special art ones that we can see too. There's a Brain Freeze. Yeah, I think it is too slow on some cards. I think you're right, but that's okay. That's okay. We got Brain Freeze with Storm. That's cool. We got Cyclonic Rift. That's a cool art. But I guess I'm not super happy that that one's being reprinted. Well, maybe I am. I like it being reprinted because it'll go down in value a little bit, but the new one's going to be expensive. Okay, we need to scroll up a lot. Where's my blue? For some reason, it's not choosing to load some of these. 15 for a foil? That's crazy. Did Final Fantasy have a Cyclonic Rift, like, special art card? I think, actually, I do think I remember that. Was it like one of those renamed cards? It's Aero Magic. That's right. Yeah, it was. Okay. But yeah, we got some cool special art cards. I don't think I'm going to spend too much time on these because, as I mentioned, I am very tired. But I'll leave it on the right side of the screen. Unless I see something crazy I'm going to show off to you guys. Some pretty solid art. I like this Preordain. That's pretty cool. And Sleight of Hand. They've got like very unique vibes. And they've got these silver bordered ones too. What is this Archaeomancer from? I don't know what this set symbol is. I know Archaeomancer, but yeah, that's how I feel too. I don't know what this set is though. The little star symbol. Okay, we're on to black. Perfect. Okay, we about half the time we took on the for white for the blue one, so I think we can actually hopefully get this done. All right, Adventurous Eater enters prepared, can add a 1/1 counter and lose a life. That's kind of mid. Oh, sorry, I am on the wrong side of the screen. Means list reprint. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Arcane Omens. Target player discards X cards, where X is the number of colors spent to cast a spell. Okay, so like a vivid discard card. Not bad. I don't know if that's crazy though, but could be decent, I guess. Oh, it is life gain. You're right. I thought it was life loss. That's not bad. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Arnan Deathbloom Botanist. Love the vibes. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 1 or 2 life. So like extra good blood artist for like specifically creatures with it's power or toughness 1 or less. I mean, a lot of the times when you're doing blood artist stuff anyway, you're sacrificing 1. Yeah, Death Touch is great too. I mean, Deathbloom Botanist, like, it seems like a specialty blood artist, which I kind of dig. That's not bad at all. Okay, Burog Banemaker. It's a Death Touch frog that can buff itself. It's going to be good and sealed. Any like 1 mana 1/1 Death Touch is always amazing in sealed and in draft, because you can just block out most of your opponent's creatures. What are they going to do? Kill their stuff against it, you know? Yeah, exactly. We got a Cheerful Osteomancer. Enters prepared. You can return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand with Raised Dead. Not crazy. Not terrible. Cost of Brilliance seems alright. I wouldn't say that's crazy unless you're in a 1/1 counter deck. Either blocking or swinging, blocking aggro, swing. Exactly, yeah, exactly. And honestly, in sealed, you don't see a lot of control decks, so I don't know if you'd be worrying too much about it. Decorum Dissertation. Sorry. 5 mana for a Paradigm card? These Paradigm cards are getting, like, crazier and crazier, I feel like. Like, the first one definitely had the best effect, but this one, like, you could burn out your opponent or mill out your opponent with that. Or draw what you need, you know? Every round. You'd be drawing 3 cards every turn. As long as you can keep up with the life loss. Yeah, like that seems good. Sign in Blood? I don't know. Sign in Blood I feel like I've heard of before, but let me find it. Yeah, it's Sign in Blood, but it comes back every turn. So I guess kind of nuts. Yeah, like if I have a life gain deck, I think I'm putting Decorum, and it has black. I'm putting Decorum Dissertation in like almost all of them. And there's other certain decks I would put Decorum's Dissertation into too. I feel like Decorum Dissertation is like what Rhystic Study should be for Commander. I have not. Okay, that's not true. I have played Hearthstone, but I think I don't even think I got through the tutorial. Like I know a little bit about the rules and like how it works. I think I played with a buddy of mine. But I don't really know a lot about it. So, yeah, I don't know the zombie commander, sorry. Okay, Dissection Practice. Did that. Draw 2 and lose 2 every turn. Okay. Hearthstone vibes, we love. Okay. Dissection Practice. Instant 1. Each target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life up to... I mean... For a 1 mana instant, Dissection Practice is not bad. You can buff a creature, debuff a creature, and make someone lose 1 life and you gain 1 life. It's not like goated with the sauce or anything, but it's not like it's 1 mana for like 3 really weak effects, and I think that makes it like decent. It depends on the deck you're up against, for sure, but like in like a sealed format, that can be a big swing. That can be the last damage you need. That can be you know, buffing your creature and debuffing the opponent's creature that's blocking, or vice versa. Like, I'm not mad at that card, and it's 1 mana, like 1 mana instant. Like that's pretty solid for like a sealed set. Okay, we got a mythic here. Okay, so there's an Emeritus for each color, I guess. I don't know what Emeritus means. Maybe it's like a teacher or something. I'm not sure. So it's 4 mana, 5/4, already solid. Enters prepared, already solid. Beginning of your end step, if 2 or more creatures died this turn, it becomes prepared. So decent in control, decent in self-sacrifice. Oh, it has Demonic Tutor attached. I mean, that's that's actually crazy. That's crazy. Being able to search up any card in your deck, like, every turn, basically? As long as you're sacrificing enough, like... That's pretty crazy. And, like, if you have a flicker effect, you can do it even more often. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's pretty good. I don't think it's quite as good as the Ancestral Recall, personally. But in, like, a Flicker style deck, maybe it is. Like, without the Flicker, I don't think it's as good. But with the Flicker, I think it's probably better. Yeah. Like, the 4 mana is cheaper. Yeah, you can get exactly what you need. So, I guess you could play both of these in, like, a control shell, too. I don't know. That seems really good. End of the Hunt. That seems like pretty good removal for their biggest stuff. Eternal Student. Exile from the graveyard to make 2 Inklings. Yeah, it is a Vampire staple. And there are a couple of Warlock decks. I think only one Commander, though, for it. But definitely a Vampire staple for sure. Honestly, I think that's just a black staple. Like, any card that, or any deck that cares about sacrifice will be running Emeritus of Woe, because all of them basically are black decks. So I don't know why you wouldn't run them. Okay, we got Foolish Fate. Infusion's a new thing. I haven't heard of Infusion. So it destroys target creature, but if you gain life this turn, the controller loses 3 life. So you can do like some burn shenanigans with that. I like it. I don't know Murdell. Let me look up Murdell. Oh, murder. Sorry. My bad. I should have picked up on that typo. My bad. Okay. Next is Forum Necroscribe. Ward, discard a card for 6 mana. When you put an instant or sorcery card that targets a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. I mean, Forum Necroscribe actually seems like it could be solid. You might be able to do some weird combos with that. I might have to mess around with that card. It looks fun. Alright, Grave Researcher, Troll Warlock. 3/3 for 3 mana. Being your upkeep, surveil 1. If there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, it becomes prepared. And it gets reanimate? What? I'm sorry. Why do we need reanimate in standard? Why do we need... I guess the upside to this one is you have till your upkeep. Yeah, Forum Necroscribe would definitely have to be top of your curve for sure. But Grave Researcher just seems kinda insane. Like, repeatable reanimate on a decent creature for 3 mana. Yeah, that's nuts. Like, there's so many good self-mill cards that are 2 mana that you could definitely get more than 3 creatures in the graveyard, right? Like, you've already got great graveyard decks set up. The Surveil is great, yeah. I like the flavor of that and like how it would feel to play. I just feel like Grave Researcher is going to be insanely strong. That card makes me a little nervous. Makes me a little nervous. Alright. We got Last Gasp. Love the art. Just 2 mana, -3/-3 until end of turn. Not bad. Like string Scorn Mage, when you cast an instant sorceress, fill the target's creature, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Okay, for 1 mana, that's not bad. Yeah, Last Gasp is a reprint. I think the normal card has a different name though. I just don't remember what it is. So it's kind of one of those like, I think it's one of those creatures or reprints that's like a different card technically. Is it really? Am I crazy? I guess I am crazy. I thought I had a different name. Ignore me. I didn't know there was a bunch of Gasp cards, but I did know there was a -3/-3. Are the other Gasp cards better than that, or kind of the same power level? I appreciate it. Okay, Leech Collection or Collector, 2 mana, 2/2, gain life. To make this prepared, each opponent loses 2 life. I think there's going to be a decent deck, probably not like meta, but one of those decks where you're trying to gain life to make your opponent lose life, and this card's going to be in it. Because Bloodletting is pretty good on this card. Bloodletting is pretty good on this card. If it were an instant speed, it would be even crazier. Okay, Masterful Flourish. Protection spell. I think we've seen that one before. Melancholic Poet. Cast an instant sorcery spell. Gain 1 life. Lose 1 life. Not bad. Ooh, I love the art for Museo Vane's Nudine. Bird Skeleton Warlock. Flying. Enters, create a 1/1 green pest with whenever it attacks, you gain 1 life. Infusion. Your end step, if you gain life this turn, return target creature card, mana value X, equal to the amount of life you gain this turn. I think Museo could be sick. 3 mana flyer with that kind of effect. I don't know how much life you can gain, like on turn 4, but I'm sure you could set it up to where you're returning some pretty good cards. Oh, sorry for the odd Jill. You boys running on fumes. Okay. Poisoner Apprentice. Orc Warlock. 3 mana. When it enters, target creature an opponent controls gets -4/-4 until end of turn. If you gain life this turn. Yeah, there's a lot of good life gain cards in this set, I've noticed. So I definitely see like a life gain deck or two going around for these. We got Postmortem Professor. Can't block. Whenever it attacks, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. And you can exile an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to return it to the battlefield. I mean, not bad. Seems like it would be pretty good in certain style decks. Pox Plague, okay. Each opponent loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, and sacrifices half the permanents they control of their choice. Ah, okay. Knapmaster's Cage, is that... Are you talking about Pox Plague? Knapmaster's Cage, is that like a meme card? Oh, but go back a page. Are you talking Postmortem Professor? Yeah, that's an interesting way to think about it, actually. Yeah, I guess it is. It's more about getting itself back instead of Snapcaster getting the instant or sorcery back with creature. Huh. I wonder if you could run those two in the same deck. I feel like it could work. You might have to pull some strings, I guess, but hard to say. Yeah, exactly. It's interesting. Okay, pull from the grave, return cards from graveyard to hand, gain 2 life. Not bad, not bad. Alright, it really doesn't like loading for me today, does it? Okay. Just gonna filter to the black cards, because I'm tired of scrolling that far. Okay, we got Rabbit Attack, Protector. Oh, we got our first Planeswalker of the set. Okay, make sure I didn't skip anything. Okay. 3 mana for 3 loyalty. Not bad already. It has 4 loyalty abilities, too. Plus 1 to Surveil, too. That's really solid. -1. Any number of target players each discard a card. Okay, so it's like a discard focus commander. Return creature with mana value 3 or less. Probably graveyard to the battlefield. That's not bad. Its ultimate, flip 5 coins. Target opponent skips their next X turns, where X is the number of turns that came up head. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Ral Zarek seems pretty solid, like for a 3 mana Planeswalker. We're not mad about it. Definitely good to have the 1 mana Planeswalker removal, though. Scathing Shadelock. First main becomes prepared every turn, and you can cast Venomous Words. Seems like a limited card, probably. Scheming Silvertongue, Vampire Warlock, 2 mana, 1/3, not bad. Flying Lifelink, even better. Second main phase, if you gain 2 or more life this turn, it becomes prepared, and then you get a Silent Blood. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Send in the Pest. You like the Scheming Silvertongue better? Yeah, send in the Pest, discard a card. You get a Pest creature that gains you life. Decent, not amazing, unless it's discard deck. Enter the battlefield, makes them lose life, gain life. Not worried about that. Tragedy Feaster, ward to discard a card. Begin your end step, sacrifice permanent unless you gain life this turn. Oh, it's a 4 mana 7/6. I see now. So a big scary guy with downside. Sorry, I need to switch this over. Ulna Alley Shopkeep. 3 mana, 2/3 with Menace. Infusion gets +2/+0 if you've done your job. Okay. Wonder off, exile target creature. Withering Curse, all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Infusion, if you gain life this turn, destroy all creatures. Withering Curse seems good. Tragedy Feasterville, or Feaster with Madame Null. Yeah, speed life. That could be pretty good. I mean, that would be an insane, like, power swing. Like, you'd get a 7/7. Or, sorry, a 14, yeah, like a 14, 13, I think, right? I really like this Withering Curse card, though. I think that's probably one of my favorite ones to set. Yeah, still crazy, regardless of the amount, I guess. Bunch of special art stuff. I love it all as far as art goes. Would love to collect all these, but they're going to be expensive to sell, so don't know about all that. But if there's like a card that I really like in here, I might have to go grab one. Okay, we're done with the black cards. I'm gonna be so honest, I don't know if I have the energy to finish this out. I think it does work too. I agree. You can like hit for a big swing. But I think I'm gonna hang out for a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna hop off and go to bed kind of early. Yeah, you should hop back in. I usually stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays at the same time, at 6 p.m. Central Standard, and then on Sundays at 1 p.m. Central Standard as well. So you're welcome to hop in anytime. I do Eurogames too on Sundays. I might make it happen more often sometimes too. So keep an eye out and come join us if you want to. Do you have a card you're most excited for that you saw? I feel like the power level is so bonkers that I'm like, I don't even know how to like comprehend what I'm most excited about for this set. So I don't know. But yeah, all right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. My brain is fried. Yeah, I'm super jet lagged right now. I'm hoping by Thursday I'll be back up to speed, but I think for today I just don't have the energy, and I want to bring you guys energetic streams and have a lot of fun, so I want to make sure I'm in top form. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday and get some sleep, get some rest. As far as I saw, I think this set releases this weekend, so I might be able to play some stuff. I also heard somebody talk about a Toasty tournament coming up, so I might have to look into that, see if I can get involved. But yeah. Anyway, peace out, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming back after my little hiatus I had going. I'll probably take a look at the rest of the cards off stream. I might record my reactions for like a video, but I probably won't stream the next one because I don't want like 2 streams to be filled with this to be honest. But we'll get some gameplay in next time, and yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.